Next, we'll take a look at translations of a function. Translation just means we're going to slide our function around. If we add or subtract something from our function, we're going to vertically move our function up and down. That's all we do. Now, if we add or subtract something to our independent variable to our x value, that's going to be a horizontal translation. Notice it's x minus h. So when you subtract, you're actually moving it to the right. When you're adding, you move it to the left because you're subtracting a negative number. So if we take a look at a couple examples here, I want to use the graph of f of x equals absolute value of x to graph each function. What I'm going to do is I'm going to describe what I'm going to do first, then we'll do it. So if I take a look here at the absolute value of x plus 4, that means it's going to be a translation. Well, that's what we're talking about here. I'm going to move my graph up 4. I think I'm going to put this on Desmos because it's a lot easier to see with the different colors. So I'm going to go to I'm going to make a new graph here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my first line exactly as I'm going to say y equals the absolute value of x. Now, in line 2, I'll do the absolute value of x, and then my memory's faded me, so I'm going to go plus 4. So plus 4. And you can see my blue line is moved up 4 from my red line. So I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, and I guess I could graph this on my paper just as well. Now, if I look at example 3 in the next page, notice we're adding and subtracting to the x value. So that means I'm going to move it to the opposite. So I'm going to move it to the left 3. So what happens, I'm going to go to the left 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I'll draw my absolute value. And there we have it. And you can see this, like I said, it's nice to see on Desmos with different colors at least. I think it's nice to see that. So I'm going to make a new graph. I'm going to go the absolute value of x minus 3. Or was it x plus 3? There we go. It was x plus 3. Geez, I can't remember anything from going from one screen to there. So x plus 3, I'll move it to the left 3. Now in the last question, notice we're doing 2 transformations. Minus 2 means I'm going to move it to the right 2. And the minus 1 means I'm going to move it down 1. So I'm going to take my graph. I'm going to move it to the right 2 and down 1, and then I'll make my graph. So x minus 2 minus 1. Notice on the nice thing with Desmos, they're really nice to you that they don't make you type in y equals or f of x. They just assume that's what it is when you're looking at it.